Hello and welcome back to another episode of Buy Now, Sell Now Realty TV. I'm Jeff Barnes, owner and managing broker here at Buy Now, Sell Now Realty in Tampa, Florida. And welcome back to another episode. Do me a favor, as soon as you see this video, hit that like button, mash that subscribe button, and turn on that bell for notifications. And today's topic is the media hates us too. Guys, have you seen some of the articles on these mainstream media outlets? And I get it. I've done a lot of videos about how the customer hates us and we're the one thing that's hated in the entire process of buying a house. But I didn't realize how much the media is enjoying this settlement too. Guys, I don't know how we got here. I really don't care how we got here. But what I will tell you is, when you're being worked against like this, it's going to require complete precision on trying to get a deal done. I've seen some of the articles on CNN. I've seen some of the articles on Fox, on MSNBC, on CNBC. I'm seeing it on ABC, USA Today, New York Post, you name it. They have been gloating about, for some reason, sellers and buyers will now save all this magical money because of this settlement, when realistically all you did was take a process. I get that you may not agree with how we did business, but all you did in order to get people a cheaper price is that now they're going to have to be a lot more engaged with something that they never had to be engaged with before. So I see some brokers are out there charging retainers for buyers and all that kind of stuff, and I get it. If you can get it, get it. I'm doing the a la carte thing if I get buyers, but I'm really not even trying to pursue buyers anymore. If it's not a listing, I don't even know if it's going to be worth the time to have the conversation. I mean, I'll have some, if they call me, good, but I don't see how you can officially justify going after buyers at this point when you don't know if any money's going to be at the pot of gold. Now, granted, you can negotiate with the seller still and see if he's willing to pay it, but man, without having that pot of gold there, you guys get down in the comment section and tell me how you feel about going after buyer agent leads now with the ruling. But guys, they hate us. The media is pushing this narrative more than ever before. Now, let's not talk about inflation. Let's not talk about the mortgage rates. Let's not talk about everything else. What I think the DOJ was brilliant with was making it seem like the realtor was the only thing that was keeping prices high. You were losing money because of these greedy realtors. Well, realistically, guys, we're not the case. Problem is, nobody wants to talk about gas prices. Nobody wants to talk about food prices. Nobody wants to talk about electrical bill and gas bill. Those are the reasons that are really hurting the real estate market. Not us as realtors, not us as agents. But in a political year, you can't talk about that. So the number one thing that was brilliant by the Department of Justice is nobody's talking about inflation when it comes to housing. Nobody's talking about how the salary basically doubled so you can afford your first house. Nobody's talking about it in the State of the Union, that trying to come up with ways to give people a credit when we never needed that before. To give them a tax credit for buying a house and all that, when we never needed all this stuff before. It was easier to get the media to do a smear campaign against us. And that's why when you hear me talk about the National Association of Realtors and this settlement, they're not smart enough to understand how they need to market us now. Because this is an orchestrated effort with the media, along with the Department of Justice, in my opinion, to make us the bad guy on why houses aren't moving. It has nothing to do with the realtor as why these houses aren't moving. But if you look at the news and if you listen to the DOJ, we're the people who were getting so greedy that we were stopping people. Now we're stopping people from buying houses. We've made it unaffordable. That's that dreaded 6% commission that you colluded with each other to keep prices artificially high. And guys, that's why I got to call BS on that one. We need to be smarter. And this is why education is not going to work. This is why you better have, these buyers and sellers are still on social media. These buyers and sellers are still out there, but it's requiring a lot more work. And these campaigns against the realtor right now, guys, they're being effective. I've had conversations with potential buyers that just didn't end well. I've had conversations with potential potential sellers that just didn't end well. Why? They're listening to the news. And they're being told that we're the villain. And when you're being told that someone is the villain adjusts, because the market is not going to do us any favors. And I think what I would tell you guys to do, man, is get your social media game up. You're going to have to pay for some brand awareness. You're going to have to network. You're going to have to go to those golf tournaments. You're going to have to go to those charity events. You're going to have to volunteer for these boards. You're going to have to just be out there, because that's the only way you're going to overcome the smear campaign that's coming against us. Y'all get down in the comment section. Let me know what you think about some of these media articles that are just blatantly untrue and promising these buyers and sellers that they're going to save so much money because the realtor has finally been put in check, which is not the case. Let's talk about the real problem. Inflation and cost of goods everywhere, interest rates, all that stuff is what's really causing the problem, not people like ourselves. Do we have some problem realtors? Absolutely we do. But we're not the reason why homes are not moving. Get down in the comments, man. Let me know what you think. If you hadn't already, mash that subscribe button, hit that like button, turn on the bell for notifications. Share this with a family or friend. Again, like I said, get down in the comments. It really helps me with the algorithm, man. And until next episode, take care, everybody. Talk to you soon.